Of course, Stan Dawson, and alongside me, the master of etiquette, Mr. Rob Malarkey, Esquire.
Yep, holding open doors, lots to be said for that. Nathan Aspinall, though, looking forward to seeing how he fares in his first European Tour event since reaching the final of the World Youth Championship in November. Picked up £5,000 for his run
Devon
to the final.
row first.
These two have met before, by the way, in Dusseldorf last year. 6-5 in favour of the South African that day in the first round.
140.
And I wouldn't be too surprised if we went the distance in this final match of the day. Has been an excellent day of darts.
43.
To kick things off at this German Darts Masters 2016. For my money, Kevin Painter with the performance of 60. The day so far.
Yeah, he was very, very good earlier on this evening. 102 average nearly. Finishing very well. Saw Stuart Kellett. The only 85. Leg that he lost was one where Kellett missed double 12 for a 9-darter.
No whitewashes today. I suspect we won't have one here either.
100.
Well, you mentioned that 6-5 win. There's Max Hopp there.
Yeah.
One of Germany's great hopes in darts. Didn't make it through the qualifying for this one. Well, you mentioned Devon's win in Dusseldorf against Nathan. He actually played him more recently than that in the qualifying for the 4th European Tour event of the year. And that went 10 legs as well.
130.
Admittedly, it was Devon who emerged victorious from that as well. So 2-0 to the Spartan in terms of previous meetings, but the Asp gets down to a finish to apply a bit of pressure
71.
On this 71. Can't see if that 13's in. It is, and he's looking at double 16 now.
39.
Oh, this
you require 136.
would be a wounder. 2 treble 20s for double 8. Not to be. Came down looking for 4 19s.
42. Devon, you require 32.
So for 1-0.
In your own time, Devon.
Game shot
Got
in
there
the
in the
first
end.
leg. Devon Petersen. Second leg, Nathan to throw
And
first.
Petersen has a holder throw to start things off. Nathan Aspinall made his first European Tour appearance in Venray last year. He beat Vincent van der
62.
Voort in the second round there before a 6-4 defeat by Justin Pipe, who went on to reach the final.
60.
Yeah, he's got a little hop in his throw as Nathan Aspinall, which you would think would make it
45.
quite hard to do the same thing.
Almost
time
rolls
after
his
time.
shoulder, doesn't he?
Well, he sort of launches himself up on one foot.
100.
It works for him. Just a little kick of the hockey like Gary Anderson as he approaches it.
140.
Oh, good darts. The young lad from Stockport.
134.
Yeah, only 24 years old, Nathan Aspinall.
$140.
Well, he's in good shape here to hold his throw. Can't afford to suffer an early break, although Petersen is putting on a fair degree of pressure here.
140.
Yeah, not too much margin for error here for Nathan Aspinall.
Like that.
Like that, yeah.
82.
Well, that leaves double 16.
Devon, you require 70.
2 more darts at double for Devon Petersen. Just outside.
54.
Just outside again. And there's Joe
Devon,
Cullen,
you require
Devon's mate.
32.
Just lurking at the back of the hall. Returning the favour for the support Devon gave him earlier in the evening. And Nathan Aspinall takes out double 16. It's one apiece.
93.
Did you ever used to watch Brookside, by the way?
I can't say I did. Have I let you down here?
Yeah, I'm sure
100.
many of you watching out there who did watch Brookside in the 90s, there was a character called Mick. Devon Petersen, now he's had his head shaved. Absolute spitting image.
140.
I've got to take your word for it.
Just came to me in a flash then. Not totally relevant to what's going on at the moment.
I don't know.
I just thought I'd throw it out there. Shall I Google it? Later, of course, not during the match.
42.
Well, these two plodding on in this third leg.
100.
He's giving himself a chance here, Aspinall.
Yeah, he's down to a finish first.
28.
Oh, that hurts.
Nathan, you require 167.
Ooh, part one achieved.
May just stay up there. Yeah, sensible darts. I like that. Well,
130.
he's missed a big number because he wanted the 15 rather than the 10. But staying up there to get the second treble 20.
Yeah.
Nathan, you require 37.
That would have received the thumbs up and the seal of approval of Rod Harrington, certainly.
Yeah, certainly would. And there's the 5, which tidies it up a bit. And
you sure
he only needs one
the
dart at
third?
double 16,
Nathan.
so that will do, and that's a break of
We'll
throw.
play Nathan to throw first. Game on.
He's got lots of room to work with here to fill it up.
140.
Yeah, grimace from Devon as he retrieved his darts.
Devon Petersen in the same management stable, if you will, as Stephen Bunting nowadays. I've seen his teammate make it through to the second round with that win over Steve.
100.
Oh, a big score here from Devon. Baron Huey hits a 5. Would have put some
44.
pressure on, but that is not good enough, and that is not going to hurt Nathan Aspinall one bit.
Oh, just being allowed to plod on in this one, Nathan Aspinall.
100.
Ton is fine for him, coasting the leg. As he looks to consolidate that break of throw and earn himself a 2-leg cushion. 57 is not enough for the South African. Aspinall. Treble 18. Gets it. Double 16. Gets it. Very, very impressive. For the man from Stockport, it is a 3-1 lead.
Game on.
Yep, he's consolidated well there. Steady, if not spectacular, from Nathan Aspinall at the moment.
Oh,
But
the
he's
average
just
has been
doing enough.
creeping up.
Yeah, he's creeping up, and he's easing himself into this first round match.
3 out of 4 on his doubles, 95.5 average. This is decent from Nathan Aspinall.
100.
This evening's session has seen wins for
58.
Joe Cullen, Kevin Painter, Chris Dobie, Willie O'Connor, Jermaine Wattermaina knocking out Alan Norris. James Wilson,
60.
sort of Marco Pauls, and Stephen Bunting, the most recent winner against Steve Beaton, and well, the tie that really stood out for this evening. One of these guys, well, that looks loose. Is he going to come down the board? I think that's a wise
97.
decision, and he does so excellently. Started doing that at about 20 past 1 this afternoon.
They're still going.
95.
Well, they're making their own entertainment, but there is plenty of entertainment on stage here as well from
Ooh,
Nathan
39.
Aspinall in
Fortunate.
particular.
The old Robin Hood from Nathan Aspinall.
Yeah.
A little bit of repair work needed at the back of the stage before his next visit. That's an
100.
important last start from Devon Petersen, gets him down to 101.
Well,
39. Devon, you require 101.
Well, he's left himself a bogey number there, having gone for 17.
73.
It's a bit of a brain fade from Nathan Aspinall there. Devon's left himself on the men's sort.
100.
As I will insist on
Devon, you
calling it
require 28.
forevermore.
Aim shot and a fish
yeah,
leg.
and it's a hole for Petersen. Couldn't really afford to suffer another break of throw, but
Game on.
the deficit is back down to 1, but Aspinall still has the break, which he secured in the third leg.
60.
Not out of the blocks quickly in this one, though. Petersen so far unable to capitalise.
57.
Both sessions tomorrow sold out as well here.
97.
Yes, sell out right the way through for the German Darts Masters.
The fun and games start at 1 o'clock again tomorrow local time.
40.
The top 16 seeds from the Pro Tour Order of Merit joining the party tomorrow, including Michael van Gerwen and the world champion Gary Anderson.
100.
And last year's tour winners Michael Smith, Robert Thornton, Kim Huybrechts, all on stage tomorrow.
I tell you what, Devon seems to be struggling with the heat up there.
Dripping with sweat.
140. If you require
Panting like a
170.
17.5 stone muscle-bound dog. 170 is not going, but he is going to put a dent in it. A good dent. That's good stuff from Nathan Aspinall.
If you require 170.
Great dart, Devon Petersen. Double 16 he wants.
91.
Kielte's chance squandered there from Petersen.
Well, the difference has been the finishing so far. It's 2 out of 10 for Devon Petersen, 75% at the moment for Nathan Aspinall, and that makes it 80%.
4 from 5 for the Asp.
125.
Yeah, Petersen, shame there he couldn't fill it up. This misses that one with a wave of the hand. That's a good first dart as well from Devon.
140.
Found the gap with the final dart there as well, so ticking over nicely in this 7th leg as he just looks to hang on to the coattails of his opponent.
140.
Well, the thing is, Nathan will know if he can just keep there or thereabouts with Devon. The big South African's finishing has been nowhere near the required standards, so he may get a dart. And with the way he's been finishing himself, he'll quite fancy it. He is down to a finish.
96.
Devon's on a 2-darter. He'll have to do it in 3 if he's going to do it at all, and he has got a chance. But he's missed
80.
again, and you can see he's frustrated with himself. Now, the likelihood is this doesn't go, and it isn't going.
So he may well get away with this one, Devon Petersen.
78. Devon, you require 16.
3 cracks at double 8 here, only needs 1, and we're back to within 1 again of Nathan Aspinall for the South African.
Game on.
But that was a much better leg from Petersen in particular, scoring-wise.
100.
Back-to-back 140s, started off with a 125 when he threatened a maximum. More of the same again, and he'll be in good shape maybe to
140.
break the throw of Nathan Aspinall, and that's a good start.
There you see. Not a great deal in the scoring, not a great deal in the overall averages, but it's been the finishing that has proved to be the difference between these two. Devon Petersen, 1 out of 4. Nathan Aspinall, 4 out of 5. And in that kind of form, he'll be thinking, if I can just give myself a chance, I'll take it.
140.
Down to a finish after 3 visits to the board. Devin Petersen
57.
not applying a great deal of pressure. Oh, wow. Doesn't stay straight. And find a treble here. It helps him out massively. He doesn't know. So, yeah, you can see. Frustration.
$93. Can you require 97?
Well, he can do it in 2 darts. And settle for 3. Well, is it treble 18 for double 18? That's the route. Ooh, now a missed dart at double.
Can you require
Chance
111?
For Petersen to break through. He's missed that. That would have left tops.
79.
If he hit the treble 17, it wasn't to be.
Maybe
And Nathan
require
Aspinall
18.
here for double 9 to take him within 1 leg of victory.
We know it can be tricky. That's a decent guide. That's not much help.
9.
And he was not
Revenue
missing
requires
doubles
32.
at all for the first half of this match. Nathan Aspinall has now missed 4 darts for this leg, and Devin
charge the
Petersen
egg leg.
has capitalised. He's got the break back he
I think
needs.
Devin to
It's
throw
4
first.
apiece,
Game on.
and the South African is now throwing for the lead.
Yeah, Nathan Aspinall looked to be in a
81.
very, very good position, didn't he? But Petersen has just stuck in there. In that leg before that one, he just really upped the ante in terms of his scoring. That seemed to spark a bit of life into him.
60.
Gave him fresh impetus when he needed some. And it's a very, very different complexion on this game now.
100.
We said at the outset that not one of the matches has gone the distance today. We felt that this could be the one to go to a deciding leg, and it may well
60.
be the case.
Well, it's going 10 or 11 legs, as the previous 2 meetings between them have, so it's no surprise. Devin Petersen has emerged victorious on both occasions
60.
that these two have met. A 6-5 win and a 6-4 win. Can Nathan Aspinall strike back? Needs to...
95.
That's not quite enough to pressure him. He's there or thereabouts, but...
60.
Oh, missed opportunity.
Will somebody just hand Devon a towel as well, please? Just mop the man down.
100.
Now they get into the nitty-gritty of the game. Who can hold their nerve? Who's feeling better about this
57.
one right now? Aspinall was 4-2 up. Now he's 4-4, and knowing he has to get a break from somewhere.
Oh, well, it's
38.
surely Petersen's leg now.
43.
His favourite, but 1-4-8. Not a bad little check-out. In terms of the
60.
big ones where you require 2 trebles,
148.
this isn't so bad.
Yeah, Petersen could have done with a bit more there. Nathan Aspinall again drifting into the small numbers. Slight recovery mission here.
64.
64 scored.
83.
Double 16 he wants then for a 5-4 lead, having trailed 4-2.
51.
And Aspinall will return.
Nathan, you require 84.
Well, the tension is tangible now. Double 12 for a 5-4 lead. Double 6 instead.
No score.
And he's
Bust
busted.
his score.
He's completely busted as well.
Bust his score.
Devin, you require 32.
My word. Nathan Aspinall. Will he be made to pay? Double 8 for Devon, and he does get it last dart.
Playing Devin Petersen. So playing Nathan to throw first. Game on.
So a missed dart at double 6 for a 5-4 lead for Aspinall.
He would be throwing for the match had he hit either of those darts, a double 12 or double 6.
100.
As it is, He has to hold here and break in the final leg.
100.
Benito van der Pas awaits the eventual winner of this one. Petersen the favourite now.
97.
Well, part of me thinks that Nathan Aspinall as a game plan might be better off just to try and make this leg last as long as possible and see if Devon Petersen passes out.
140.
Dehydration or heat.
He must have lost about 8 pounds in weight on stage this evening. As opposed to 8 pounds in money.
57.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised if there were to be another twist in the tail here.
57.
There were just little patches where Petersen looks to be building up ahead of steam, and then he seems to lose his way momentarily, gets himself back on track, gets himself back into a good position.
92.
Then Aspinall has a sniff.
Well, one treble, two could be killer.
100.
It's what, 104? That is certainly gettable. Devon hasn't finished anything higher than 32 in this game, though. Great dart, double
brilliant.
19 for 155 for Nathan Aspinall.
Brilliant.
What a check out that is.
Nathan Aspinall.
Under pressure, by far the biggest check out of the game, on an awkward double down the bottom of the board as well. Well played, young man.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
131.
Now who can hold it together in this deciding leg? 1-3-1 for Devon to start with. Treble 1-1 for Nathan Aspinall. Treble 7. Oh my
25.
word! How can you go from 155? Such a brilliant visit to that, and it may well be. One visit
60.
has got him right back into the game, and the very next visit may have lost him the game.
I know. Treble 20, treble 19, double 19, and then a visit of 25. It's very difficult to weigh up.
71.
Difficult to comprehend.
Well, his first 5 darts in this leg have all missed the big number, and Devon is turning the screw.
140.
And he's down to the finish, the biggest finish of the lot.
140.
That's a tough 40 for Nathan, but
70.
has the game got away from him? Devon, are you going to finish this now? Or you're not? Bullseye for tops. Yeah.
130.
I think he changed halfway through there. He looked at treble 18 and then got no ball and hits it.
He's straight into the 7s again here. Yeah, a little bit of
34.
venom and a bit of anger in that final dart from Nathan Aspinall here. Petersen then for tops for a 6-5 win, and a meeting tomorrow with Benito van der Pas. Well, that's some way south of the wire, double 10.
20.
And he's off beam as well with that one. But the trouble is for Aspinall here, he's stranded on 2-3-1.
I think he kind of threw that last dart away, and well, 38 scored, so
58.
And he's still
not enough.
Devon, you require 20.
So Devon Petersen breathing easy now.
Shot. And the match.
And
Devon
after an
Petersen.
arduous workout in which he was made to sweat literally for his place in round 2, Devon Petersen comes through once again, as has been the case in the past. Over the course of 11 legs against Nathan Aspinall, the World Youth Championship finalist, falling short, leading at one point by 4 legs to 2. But it's another valuable lesson for him and another experience on the big stage, which he will take plenty from, but it ends in defeat. Aspinall is on his way home, Petersen on his way through. We do it all again tomorrow.
Ganz anderes Spiel sein, und dann wird man sehen, was dabei herauskommt. Das war's, ihr Lieben. Tag 1 der German Darts Masters ist vorbei. Wir hoffen, möglichst viele von euch morgen wiederzusehen. Bis dahin, habt einen guten Nachhauseweg. Denkt dran, auf dem Nachhauseweg, wenn euch Walk-on-Girls begegnen, die euch ein Darts-Magazin verkaufen.